Today's lesson is lesson 74, writing a fraction to show part of a whole, comparing fractions with denominators of 2, 3, and 6, using pattern blocks, part 2, and adding and subtracting the fractions with denominators of 2, 3, and 6, using the pattern blocks, part 2. Alright, so remember, the pattern block is one whole. And if I wanted to cover this pattern block using red ones, I would need 2 pattern blocks. And I usually have to flip one around, okay? So two red pattern blocks cover the yellow pattern block, okay? And remember, each of these pieces is called 1/2 of the whole thing because I used 2 of them, okay? If I wanted to use the blue pattern blocks, if you remember, I'm just going to draw these, but the blue pattern blocks look like this, and it takes 3 blue pattern blocks to make up the whole cake. So the blue pattern block, which looks like a diamond, equals 1/3. Okay, and then finally the green pattern blocks, which are the triangles, it takes 6 of them to fill up the yellow shape. Okay, so that means that each green one is worth, green triangle is worth 1/6 of the whole. Right here on this worksheet, you can see it says write the fraction that shows the size of the pattern block inside of it. Okay, so the yellow pattern block is 1 whole. The red pattern block is 1/2 of the whole. The blue one is 1/3. And the green one is 1/6. Okay. So it says write the fractions 1/3, 1/2, and 1/6 from order from least to greatest. So which number is the smallest? Well, you can see here that my smallest pattern block is 1/6. Okay, and the biggest one is 1/2. So that means my middle number is going to be the 1/3. All right. On number 3, it says cover the shaded part of each hexagon. Use only one color pattern block for each hexagon. Write a fraction that tells how much of each hexagon is covered. Okay, so if we look at the shaded part here, that's this part right here, we can see that it looks like it's about 1/2 of the whole thing. Well, the pattern block that covers 1/2 is going to be my red pattern block. All right, so you can see that the red pattern block covers up that shaded part, and we know this is 1/2. Okay, so on the second one, we can see that the amount that is shaded here looks to be about the same as this one up here, the 1/3. And we can double check, by putting in the pattern blocks, the blue pattern block. Okay, so I'm going to put in my pattern blocks to show that it covers up that gray part, and I can cover up the whole thing with just blue pattern blocks. Oops. There we go. Yep. So the part that was shaded, move that aside, is only one of those. So the part that was shaded is just 1/3 of the whole shape. On the second one, we're also using the blue pattern blocks. As you can see, I have 2 of them here. So that means that even that 2/3, because this is 1/3 and 1/3. So that means that of this pattern, of this hexagon, 2/3 of my shape is covered. Okay. On the last one, we can see that we have a triangle here, which we know is our last pattern block. And I can see that it fits pretty much right into that empty spot. So if I filled up the rest of the shape with triangles, and I'm just going to draw it to make it simpler, there'd be one there, there, and there. There I have my pattern blocks. I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green pattern blocks in the shaded zone. So my answer is going to be that there are 5/6 of the shape that is shaded. Okay. All right, so let's just practice. If I wanted to show 1/3 plus 1/3, I would use the blue pattern blocks, kind of look like diamonds. It'd be 1/3 plus 1/3. So that, as you can see, I have 2 now, so that's going to be 2/3. Okay. If I wanted to do it with 1/2 plus 1/2, I would use the red ones, etc. Okay, all right, so that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.